Write a narrative account analysing the New York conspiracy of 1741. You may use the following in your answer: Mary Burton, Houston's Tavern. You must also use information of your own. 8 marks. Here's the mark scheme for this question, which you can find out about in more detail in the overview video. 4 marks here are available for AO2, which requires you to write an analytical narrative. In order to do that, you need to be discussing causes of the event, consequences of the event, and changes within the event. Explaining the importance of each of these and how one thing led to another is really important if you want to be analytical and score highly for this question. That brings us on to AO1, which is worth the other 4 marks, and that is for your knowledge and understanding. So you can, of course, use the stimulus points, but there are some mark ceilings in this question, which means that you can't score as highly if you don't bring in your own knowledge and show that you've got a really good understanding of the topic. These are the bands for this question, which you can also find out about more in our overview video. Have a read through and see where you think your answer might fit, then try and determine a mark. Generally speaking though, to score highly in this question, you need to analyse the links between the events that led to this particular outcome. It's not just about listing one event after another, but showing that you understand the importance of all of those things that led to this particular event. You also need to use your own knowledge to show a really good understanding of the topic. There are lots of points you can make when answering this question, so as long as what you say is relevant and correct, the examiner will accept it. But here are some examples of points that you could have included. Now, you're going to give your point or your particular event first. So an example could be that you say that England has been at war with Spain for the last 2 years. Now we need to explain why that's significant, why that contributed to the development of future events. So, for example, you can say that the fear of a Spanish attack on New York City incited anti-Catholic sentiments and prejudicial attitudes towards Black Spaniards. So there you've got a bit more of an explanation, and you can then feed into the next development in your narrative. Having that explanation just shows more analytical thinking. You're bringing in your own knowledge to show that you've developed the point, and you've also got a nice clear structure. So all of that is what can boost you into the higher bands for these kind of questions. Take a look at the rest of the points to see if there's anything you could have added to your own answer.